If you're playing Football Manager 26 and you're looking for an elite striker wonderkid who can lead your team to glory for the next 10 years, Babis Kostoulas might just be the player that you are looking for. Before I show you why you should be breaking the bank for the player, please don't forget to hit the like button on this video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Right then, let's jump in game and take a look at why Babis Kostoulas is a must-sign wonderkid in Football Manager 26. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Babis Kostoulas. He's an 18-year-old Greek wonderkid who plays his club football for Brighton at the start of Football Manager 26. He's valued at the start of the game between 15 and 45 million pounds. Now, in real life, he hasn't really made much of an impact at Brighton yet, but appearances in things like the Carabao Cup have propelled him into the first team. And once he gets his foot in the door, I think he's a player that is really going to go on and fulfill his potential. He's a player that plays in the attacking third of the pitch, mainly as an attacking midfielder, either through the centre, off the left or the right, and he can also double up as a striker. As I said, he's a player that is ready to explode. And of course, we know playing for Brighton, they have this wonderful way of developing wonderkids. In terms of his attributes at the start of Football Manager 26, in his physicals, it's his acceleration, agility, natural fitness, pace, stamina and strength. He has a full set of physicals that stand out. In the mentals, it's bravery, it's aggression, it's determination, flair, off the ball and his work rate. And in the technicals, it's dribbling, finishing, first touch, heading and technique that are all standout attributes. So in today's video, what I'm going to do is use Football Manager 26 to take a look at what will happen across the first 10 years of Babis Kostoulas' career in Football Manager 26. Can he develop into an elite wonderkid? At the first jump forward, we have gone 5 years into the future. That means it's now 2030. Babis Kostoulas is 23 years old and the player is still with Brighton. He's now valued at 14.5 to 43 million pounds and has 23 caps for Greece. Let's take a look at what's been happening in his career across the first 5 years. So as you could see, he's still part of Brighton's first team, but there were loan moves out. So in the 26-27 season, he would only play 9 times. That led to a loan to Birmingham in the second half of the season. Played 13 times, scored 3 goals. He then would spend the entirety of the next season in the Championship at Wolverhampton Wanderers, where he would play 31 times, scoring 6 goals and having 3 assists. Then back to Brighton, and he's now slowly but surely working his way in as a first teamer. 14 appearances in 28-29 with 3 goals, and then 17 appearances in 29-30, scoring 4 goals. So you can see he had troubles getting into Brighton's first team initially. He did play 27 games across the first 2 seasons. Those loan moves have really started to bring out the development once he has got first team football back at Brighton. In terms of the attributes, there isn't much in the way of development. I thought he would have gone a bit quicker in the first 5 years and showed that explosive development that you normally expect from a wonderkid. But it is still pretty much status quo. In the physicals, he still has a full set of pretty good physicals. In the mentals, it's aggression, bravery, composure. Determination is up to 16 and off the ball is up to 16. His work rate has gone up to 15. And in the technicals, it's still his dribbling, finishing, first touch, heading, and that technique of 15 that are standout attributes. So there is work to be done. Now he's part of Brighton's first team proper and he's getting first team football. He really needs to kick on in the next 5 years to fulfill that potential and become an elite wonderkid. Okay, then at the second jump forward, we are 10 years into the future. It's 2035. Babis Kostoulas is now 28 years old. And you can see he has left Brighton. He has joined Fenerbahce in Turkey and is a star player whilst he's there. He has 62 caps for Greece. He's now valued at 28 to 83 million pounds. Let's take a look at how he ended up in Turkey. So After he would come back from the loan move, he obviously broke into Brighton's first team, but then a step back in 30-31 with only 6 games in that season, scoring 1 goal. And then an £8.5 million transfer to Fenerbahce would unlock more potential. 16 games the first season with 4 goals, 28 games with 9 goals. Then finally, the seasons that we are looking for. In the 33-34 campaign, he would play 30 times, score 19 goals, have 6 assists, and 3 Player of the Match awards for a 7.38 season. And that's the best of his career to date. And 34-35, he would play 31 times, score 15, have 7 assists, and 2 Player of the Match awards. It's a little bit disappointing. He's had to wait so far into the future to get those first team opportunities, but you can see he has now really started to take them once they have presented themselves. In terms of the attributes, it's still not what I expected, but maybe this is all he actually is, because he's already solid at the start of the game and there was not much development to do. Even though it hasn't been explosive, there are still some attributes that have moved forwards in the physicals, agility, natural fitness, pace are all 15. And then in the mentals, it's determination 16, off the ball 17, work rate of 15. He also has composure and aggression there too. And in the technicals, it's 14 dribbling, 14 finishing, and 14 for first touch, with that 17 for technique. So the attributes have started to move forwards the later he's getting into his career. Now we know in this game you can have late bloomers, and it seems that is what is happening. When we look across his career, it says he's one of world football's global superstars. So maybe I am underestimating the development that he actually has had. But at the age of 28 years old, he's just described as a striker. He has 62 caps for Greece, a 4-star reputation player, 76 goals in 235 matches, 2 honours won, and 2 awards won also. So there it is. That is 10 years across his career. The development, as I said, I am not 100% sure that he has fulfilled his potential. I think those loan moves did get him into Brighton's first team and it started to move him forwards, but we could have seen a lot more development from the player, I think, if he was managed by a human manager. So there we have it then. That is 10 years across the career of Babis Kostoulas, according to Football Manager 26. What are your opinions of his development? Are you in the same camp that I am, where you thought there may have been more, and maybe a human manager could extract a bit more from the player? Have the AI really hung him out to dry in those lean seasons? Let me know in the comment section what you think of his development. And whilst you're there, please don't forget to like today's video and make sure you are subscribed to the channel.